We are back with the sports news and sports scores. To start it off, the Denver Nuggets beat the Miami Heat yesterday, 109-94. So Denver Nuggets hold a 2-1 lead in the NBA playoffs. Denver needs two more wins, and then they will be the champion. Then they'll be the champions for the year. And Miami, if they want to win, they need three more. So there's that. Um, in baseball yesterday, the Tigers and Phillies game was postponed, along with the White Sox and the Yankees due to low air quality. Um, so tonight, the Tigers and Phillies and the White Sox and Yankees will be playing doubleheaders. Um, my Chicago Cubs are not impressing me this year. They lost 6-2 yesterday. They had a 4-0 lead on Tuesday, and they couldn't keep that fucking lead. The Giants beat the Colorado Rockies 5-4. Marcus Semien from Texas had a 25-game hit streak that he had, but that ended yesterday. And so, if he had gotten a hit yesterday, it would have been 26 straight games, but it ends at 25. Zach Davies for the Arizona Diamondbacks got his first win in almost a fucking year, which is pretty fucking surprising. The Athletics miraculously had won 2 games straight. With the Oakland Athletics' win yesterday, it's only their 14th of the year, which is really fucking pathetic out of 50 losses. Juan Soto for the San Diego Padres got his first career five hit game. Basically, he pulled out 5 hits yesterday, and that was the first time. That's the first time in his career that he's got 5 hits. The Los Angeles Angels put Hunter Renfroe on the paternity list, and so they make a roster move by recalling Adele. Top Cincinnati Reds prospect, I think it's De La Cruz, hits his first home run yesterday, and it went 458 feet. De La Cruz is a 21-year-old switch hitter who was named baseball's top prospect by ESPN's Kylie McDaniel in his updated rankings last month, and he had an 0-1 fastball from Noah Syndergaard in the first inning. And Noah Syndergaard's been struggling this year. And the Tampa Bay Rays beat the Minnesota Twins 2-1. With the Rays win yesterday, it's their 45th of the year against 19 losses. Which is pretty fucking good on that part. The Reds beat the Dodgers 8-6. Technically, let's see who we got here. Let's see, in this game, Mookie Betts hits his 16th home run of the year. But kind of funny enough, you got a couple of different baseball players with the name Will Smith, like the actor and singer. Will Smith, who's a catcher for Los Angeles Dodgers, hit his 9th home run of the year, while Vargas hit his 6th. Noah Syndergaard struck out 3 batters, but there's that. And then you got the Atlanta Braves. They beat the New York Mets 5-7. AJ Minter for the Atlanta Braves gets his eighth save of the year. Tommy Pham hit a 6th home run of the year. Tommy Pham's not much of a home run hitter, but with the 6th home run that he hit yesterday, it's his 120th of his career, and it's taken him 10 years to be able to reach that. Max Scherzer for the New York Mets got 10 strikeouts, but obviously he gets a no decision. Charlie Morton also got a no decision because he only lasted 4 innings and threw 107 pitches, but he did strike out 5 batters. Um, in the New York Mets game yesterday, New York Mets slugger Pete Alonso left Wednesday night's 7-5 loss to the Braves in the first inning after getting hit on the left wrist by a pitch from Atlanta's Charlie Morton, which was hit. He basically was hitting on the wrist by a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. X-rays were negative, but he's listed as day-to-day with a contusion in his wrist, and he will get a further CT scan today. But basically, it's just a follow-up to double-check to make sure that nothing's broken. Pete Alonso is leading the majors in home runs right now at 22. Now Tommy Pham entered the game as a pinch hitter for Alonso, and then Pham played left field in the bottom of the first, and then Marcano took Alonso's spot at first base. Now Alonso, who's batting .231 and with 49 RBIs and 22 homers, was booed in the pregame introductions before his at-bat after shouting at Braves starter Bryce Elder. Now some Atlanta Braves fans cheered when Alonso was hit by the pitch. But the New York Mets first baseman said that he harbors no ill will. The Los Angeles Angels placed outfielder Hunter Renfroe on the paternity list Wednesday. Outfielder Joe Adell was recalled from AAA Salt Lake in a corresponding move. Renfroe, who's 31, is hitting .252 with 11 homers and 30 RBIs in 58 games this season. And this is his first season with the Angels. But he has played for 4 other teams over the past 4 seasons after spending the first 4 seasons of his major league career with the San Diego Padres. Now, Joe Adell is 24, and he was batting .278 with 18 homers and 43 RBIs in 55 games at Salt Lake before being recalled. He has yet to appear in any major league game this season, but he did hit .224 with 8 home runs and 27 RBIs in 88 games of Los Angeles Angels last year. The Angels are set to continue on a 3-game series against the Chicago Cubs Los Angeles won the opener 7-4, and they won yesterday 6-2. It's possible that Jacob deGrom could be having season-ending surgery with Tommy John. I have to look further into that to make sure if that's the case, but that's what I've been hearing. Now Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom is 35 years old. He'll be 36 possibly by the time he returns. And then, if you think about it, most people who have Tommy John surgery are never the same. Now, it's possible that 34-year-old Steven Strasburg might have thrown the final pitch of his career. Now, Steven Strasburg had signed a $245 million contract with the Washington Nationals back in December 2019, but he last pitched in June of 2022 and has not pitched since. Now, the injuries to Jacob deGrom and Steven Strasburg, and they're considered 2 aces, certainly for different teams, but it reveals the risks of signing pitchers to these big, long-term contracts. The Post reported that due to Strasburg's previous injuries before the $245 million deal, the Nationals weren't even able to obtain any insurance on him, and they're likely going to end up getting 1 win from their high-stakes gamble. Like the Seattle Mariners had signed Robbie Ray to a 5-year deal for $115 million before the 2022 season, and he made one start. He made one start this season before having to undergo Tommy John surgery. Now the New York Yankees had signed Carlos Rodon to a $162 million deal. $162 million deal this past offseason, but he has yet to pitch this season due to forearm and back issues. Now, also with Chris Sale. Now, Chris Sale helped the Boston Red Sox win the World Series in 2018, and he signed a $145 million extension that did not kick in until 2020, and he's only now healthy again after missing all of 2020 and most of 2021 and 2022. But Sale isn't pitching at his best level of dominance, and the list continues to go on. Now, when it comes to 5 different pitchers that I'm going to name off here, now the lower of the arm that is capable of wondrous things is just too hard for front offices to resist. Like the Rangers, they're desperate for starting pitching after ranking only 25th in the majors in rotation ERA in 2022. Not only brought in DeGrom as a free agent, but they signed Nathan Eovaldi and Andrew Heaney, and they resigned Martin Perez when he accepted the team's qualifying offer, and they traded for Jake Odorizzi, and all this after signing John Gray as a free agent in 2022. Now, of these 5 pitchers, 4 of them have spent time on the injured list last year, with only Perez escaping the season unscathed. Odorizzi won't pitch at all for the Rangers this year. He's already out for the season after shoulder surgery. Now, the Texas Rangers general manager Chris Young said that he was going for depth with exactly these kinds of injuries in mind, and he struck gold with Eovaldi and signing him to a 2-year deal for $34 million. That also includes a vesting option for 2025. Nathan Eovaldi right now is 8-2 with a 2.24 ERA, and Nathan Eovaldi can be seen as an inspiration for DeGrom. This will be Jacob DeGrom's second Tommy John surgery after having one in the minors. Now, Nathan Eovaldi himself has also had 2 Tommy John surgeries, one in high school and then a second in 2016. Now, Nathan Eovaldi has not been completely healthy since then. He did miss time in 2019. And the list can go on and on and on. But, now, here. And speaking on baseball stuff, I did get this. I might coordinate some history into this. I got this from my job. A baseball trivia book that gives you question and answers about baseball. If they had a basketball book, I would have gotten that too, but they didn't have one. Of course, right now it's just baseball season. There is some stuff in here centered on baseball, where basically they ask you questions and they will give you an answer. It's multiple choice questions. Basically, they'll have like A, B, C, D shit, and then you gotta guess whether it's A, B, C, D for the answer. And then it tells you, and then you flip the page over, and then on the back page it gives you the answer. Maybe in the next couple of days I'll have, maybe tomorrow or Saturday, depending on the time I go into work, I'll have some, I'll throw some questions in there, and then I'll give you the answer, and basically I might do a live stream, basically on that part, and just start coordinating live stream stuff. But if you like the video, you can get the video, like, and subscribe to my channel, RBW King. You can also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. And if you want, you can also leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you want to support my work even further, you can donate to my Patreon link, which you can find in the About section of YouTube. And for just a little as a few bucks a video or a month, your donation can help go a long way, and thanks for listening.